25 million. So now for part 4, the question now is, well, Deezus, who else did you play besides the Doctor? The short answer is nobody. I wanted to play the pig, but I wanted to rank up to 1 with the Doctor before I started spending my blood points on the pig, but I needed to fund my trip to get to rank 1. I cannot play rank 1. I can't play at high ranks with an empty setup. So that's the first thing. But I guess first, before we do that, I do want to get to 25 with the Doctor so I can get at least all my perks. But I don't want to do that yet because I want to have teachable perks. So first, we're actually going to get the teachable perks on the first killer that is necessary for me to play the Doctor, and that's the nurse. Fortunately for me, she's actually a really good killer too, so 2 birds, 1 stone. We're not here to prestige her though, so thank God. We are here to get 1 teachable perk, and that is Nurse's Calling. I will start seeing teachable perks. I love using Thanatophobia as well, and Thanatophobia is going to be useful come the emblem patch as well. So I'll go for Nurse's Calling and Thanatophobia. Teachable perks for the nurse will be in orange. Hard to miss. Keep it cheap. You want to go for the commons. Even though I won't be prestiging the nurse, it's still important that I keep it as cheap as possible while getting the perks that you're going to use with the nurse. There's Nurse's Calling for the nurse herself, but it's not the teachable perk. I should be seeing a teachable perk very soon. Fortunately for me, the nurse is so good that she doesn't even really need add-ons to do well. So even though I'm being cheap and I don't plan on prestiging her, I'm not losing out on much by skipping out on the higher rarity perks. I think I'll see a teachable perk at 21, 23. So Days, what are you playing on the PlayStation 4? Like what have you been up to? I think about it, like gaming wise. Like what has been draining your time? Damn, it's not 23 either. Shit. I should start seeing them because 32 was my maximum level with the nurse before I decided to just push her to 50. This is nuts. Oh no, it's 42, not 32. I was say, man, I can't be reaching 32 and not have one. Okay, so 30 is where they start. I'm gonna get Strider just so that it'll give me the next one, next phase. Damn, I got ripped. Oh, she's stripping away too much. I assume the entity's female, by the way. But stripping away all my shit. I didn't catch any browns that one. Need the next one anytime now, buddy. The antiphobia. Of course they'd make nurses calling like the last one. I'm almost certain it's 42 then that I get nurses calling. Why else would I stop at that level? Wow, I really fucked up. They're gonna make me. Okay, they didn't punish me with the red, but I was fucking up. I was fucking up by getting like 2 high rarities. I do have to relearn or learn the new nurse. The fact that she's able to go up and down and control where she goes. That's gonna be kind of rough, but Once anybody masters the nurse, it is game over, man. Oh, I want to get my third tier of Thanatophobia. That's a new looking one. What is that? The landing area. Is that new? That can't be new. Nurse old as shit. Have I been out of Dead by Daylight that long? Jeez. Why does that shit say 0? Whatever, I'm gonna keep rocking it. There we go. That shit sure as fuck said 0. Okay, just level 40. That's good. Alright, so we're gonna stop there for Nurse's Calling and see, well, who else did I play? Well, the next one up to bat is the Trapper. Do I play the Trapper? No, I do not. But why do you want to use the Trapper? Well, I'll tell you why. Brutal Strength, Unnerving Presence, and Agitation. The Trapper has he's probably the safest character to level up. Because even if you don't play him, you can make use of his perks. Now, Unnerving Presence is exclusive to the Doctor. I don't see how anybody else can make use of it. But it's good on the Trapper too because he spends a lot of time placing traps and you want to be effective to the survivors as much as possible. So if you're not chasing them, you better be fucking up their generator progress. And so that's where Unnerving Presence comes in. But it's great on the Doctor because I can expand my terror radius and make them go insane. Brutal Strength is good for pallet looping, and then Agitation is good if you want to get to an area quick. So right now there's a debate, well, I think the debate actually ended, between the use of Agitation and then a perk called Iron Grasp, which is a default perk. Iron Grasp allows you to carry somebody longer while they're struggling, and Agitation allows you to carry someone faster. So the trade-off is that did I say Brutal Strength? I meant Iron Grasp. Iron Grasp is the good overall perk because people like to try to block you and you got to hit them and that takes time, or you got to take them to the basement or something like that. However, Agitation is good when you're going for short hooks. If no one's around, you got Agitation. If you're running faster to a short hook, it's better. But obviously it's a dangerous pick because you don't get that duration. However, you're walking fast enough for it to be like a semi-duration thing. But put it this way. Let's say you want to put someone in a basement and it takes 12 seconds to get there normally. With Brutal Strength, you'll be able to just make it. Let's just say you use the maximum amount of time. Because Brutal Strength or Iron Grasp gives you 13 seconds or so to carry them. But with Agitation, you're probably going to get there in 12 seconds. You're going to get there much faster than normally, but if you're maximizing the amount of time used with Iron Grasp, you're not going to make it with Agitation. You're going to be just off. So Brutal Strength is better than Agitation. Some people carry both. That's overkill. But that is if you want to bring someone to the basement, kind of like no matter where they are, but within a reasonable sense. So we're going to level up the Trapper and get those delicious, easy perks, because you can use those perks on everybody. But I do not play the Trapper. I play killers, but I don't play them like that. I don't play them competitively, so to speak. I have fun with them until about rank 10. So there's Iron Grass. Common perk that everybody has access to. I don't like Iron Grasp either. Mainly because I just prefer to hook them as soon as I can. With Doctor, I don't got time to be fucking around and intentionally putting them in the basement. But I'm eager to see how the Doctor will play with the new meta change. Having nurses calling is definitely important. I do have to be mindful of the trapper when I'm leveling him up too, because again, I'm not going to prestige him, which means that none of his abilities are going to be reset. So I kind of want to be efficient on my way to level 40 by making sure that when I'm there, I have the best possible build. So if I need to level him up, I don't have to level him up that much to get level 3 versions of the perks I'm going to run. My Trapper build is pretty much all the Trapper's abilities. Brutal Strength, Agitation, Unnerving Presence. Like, I like them all on the Trapper. And I probably, once we're done with this, I'm going to contemplate whether or not I'm going to level up the Hillbilly for barbecue or chili. But I think I'm going to be doing the Pig. Not only because I want to play her, but she has a nasty perk that I think is going to be extremely useful for my Doctor. We'll see how that goes. But I gotta figure out how much blood points I have left, because I do have to level up my Survivor too. And this is where I have to think if I'm gonna make a substitution or not. I liked Fang because she had that esports jersey and I paid for her, so I was definitely gonna make use of the money that I spent. The extra money I spent, because on my first playthrough of Dead by Daylight, before even playing the game, I wanted to play as the Doctor. Like, I looked up all the killers, what they did, and I saw the Doctor. I have a background in psychology. I liked the fact that he was a shrink. Well, he was way more. Actually, he wasn't a psychologist. If anything, he was in psychiatry. But he didn't prescribe drugs either. He was all about that zap zap. But that's a good killer shit. Point is, I liked him. And then, yeah, when you buy the killer, because the Doctor is one of those killers you had to pay for. Came with a Survivor. Her name was Fang Min. And, yeah, I was going to play her regardless, but it's really cool that she has that esports jersey. When my shop goes live, even I'll be selling jerseys for Team Deezus. And it would be cool. It's not a dream of mine. It's like one of those things where it would be cool if I got known well enough that I can make business moves with the game Or popularity moves, who knows? And have Fang Min wear like an exclusive Team Deezus jersey. That would make my life. I wouldn't care about living anymore after that. You're like, you know what? Team Deezus is immortalized in a video game. Cool, I can die. I'm ready. No, I want to be immortal. Immortal! Immortal! No. I would wish immortality on my worst enemy, though. So long as I get like a TV that shows the point where they're like, you know what, this living thing, not the best. Not the best. Almost. Kick. Now, I don't use agitation, so I'm actually going to stop it here and be as frugal with my points as possible. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Now that I've gotten all the perks that I wanted, I'm going to now level up my doctor. Wait, no. I got to figure out if there's anybody else that I needed perks from. Hillbilly. Hillbilly had one. His was barbecue and chili, I think. No, Tinkerer. That's right. I was thinking about playing with Tinkerer. Enduring is nice too, to be honest with you. So it allows you to just go for it. But I wouldn't run it on my doctor build. However, Tinkerer, that's not bad. But I'm going to hold off on the Hillbilly. I don't really play the Huntress, but she does have Huntress Lullaby. That is great, but I don't like Hex perks anymore. So I'll wait. Like, characters with one perk, in my opinion, unless you like playing them for real, just kind of wait for them to be in the shrine. Get them that way. Devour Hope's another one that I really like as well. I gotta get all the Survivor perks again too. God, that's the suckiest part. So looking at the killers again, I got the nurse. I was thinking about the pig because the pig has the perk Make Your Choice. That is so good in my opinion. but it's from far away. As the doctor, my thing is, if I hook somebody, I kind of want to patrol the area that they're around, because if they're hiding and stuff, they'll slowly go insane while I'm looking at the generators that are nearby. So ideally, I'm hooking somebody that's near the 3 generators. There's about 2 hooks within a 3 generator like vicinity. So that guarantees me 2 hooks, or at the very least, one person who's still hooked and the other person going insane, which makes it easier for me to catch them. However, if I were to use make your choice, then I could like make other people who aren't near them go insane. And then if I happen to catch you, man, you're fucking done. The problem now is, though, I don't really care about any of these other 2. Like, Hangman's Trick, that's only if people are going crazy in the sabotage meta. And I don't think not enough people are doing that. And the surveillance is useless as a doctor who's running overcharge. Will I be running overcharge? I'm not sure. I do plan on playing the pig, but now I gotta build up my doctor perk, so that's probably gonna take some time. So I'm actually gonna save. I'm gonna save my my points for the killers. I kept it to the nurse and the hillbilly, so if I want to play another killer, it's probably gonna be the nurse or the hillbilly. Or, excuse me, the nurse or the trapper. And then I'll play the doctor. So, now that I've got all the perks I need, what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up the doctor to 25.